Hello and welcome to Course Like Your Car Brochure channel. On today's Saturday special, we'll be looking at the Escort Linnet. Welcome back, and if you're new to Course Like, we're a car brochure channel looking at car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, and sometimes beyond that as well. So if you're interested in cars and car brochures, please consider subscribing. Anyway, back to today's episode. It's Saturday when we do a Saturday special, a special edition of various makes and models of car. Today is the turn of the Ford Escort Linnet. So let's take a look at that now. So here we go, today's brochure for the Saturday special, the Ford Escort Special Edition Linnet. And this was at a time, so we're talking like 79, against the end of the run for these Mark II Escorts, so Ford decided to throw some special editions out there. And there was kind of like three main bird type ones at this time. There was this one, the Linnet, which is the most basic one. This was based on a Popular Plus, so very basic. We got the round front headlights. We also had one called the Gold Crest. The Gold Crest was a bit higher spec model, as you can see by the square headlights. This was based on an L. There's some nice little wheels on there as well. And there was also probably the most famous one, the Harrier, the Escort Harrier, and that was based on the Sport. But today it's the Linnet. We've already looked at the Gold Crest, by the way, so if I remember, I'll put a link to the Ford Escort Gold Crest at the end. Today's the Linnet, very basic car. Let's zoom in on that main image, I think. So even though this is a special edition, you can tell straight away this is only a very lowly Escort, can't you? Like I said, them round front headlamps, lots of black, so black bumper, no sign of any bright work anywhere. Even the door mirrors are black, aren't they? So you can see straight away it's a lowly model. Although, you know, the observant will have noticed we do actually get a passenger door mirror. So that was one of the features, a passenger door mirror. Doesn't sound anything today, but 79, you know, it wasn't uncommon to leave the door mirror off at that time, which you think, you know, would be a bit of a safety feature, but they weren't too worried about that. You can also see those unusual side stripes, and a lot of Ford special editions were really side stripes, weren't they, of various different types. But anyway, let's open the brochure up and see what extras you got on this special edition. And it's sort of a fold-out style brochure, only quite small as you can see. But amazingly, how good condition this little bit of a leaflet is, really. Considering it's from 79, it looks like, you know, looks as new as the date was manufactured. What we'll do, we'll look at some of this text, some of these images, and learn a little bit more about this special edition. So it starts by saying, have you heard about the new Escort that's available in your local Ford dealer showroom? If you haven't, why not give us a telephone call or come along to see it for yourself? The Escort Linnet is the latest special Ford. It started life as a standard Escort Popular Plus, but as you can see, it's now distinctively different from any other Escort you've ever seen. Just look at some of the exciting features of the Escort Linnet. A stylish four-door saloon in a range of bright, fashionable colours that are complemented by a distinctive two-colour body stripe. So there's the first little bit of an extra, you get a body stripe. This model just comes as a 1300 engine, performance for good acceleration and sensible fuel economy. You got fully reclining front seats in diamond fabric trim, comfortable and practical too. Now I'm sure, I don't know if it is or not, but I'm presuming that the diamond fabric trim was something slightly different than you got on your Popular Plus. I've just thrown up a Escort brochure for the standard Escorts at the time. Obviously the most basic one was the Popular. That did come with a vinyl trim actually, but it does say at the bottom here that the Popular Plus came with fabric trim on the Popular Plus, so it didn't really uprate the fact that they both had fabric trim. I'm just wondering if that diamond fabric trim was just a slightly different pattern. And then this is extra, obviously, that passenger door mirror with integral front seat head restraints for safer motoring. So you got head restraints, so from that point of view it was worth it. I mean, even the L didn't get head restraints, did it? I'm presuming even the GL didn't. I think you had to go up to like a sport or a gear model to get head restraints, so that's quite nice. You also got body side protection mouldings that protect the Escort Linnet from careless parkers, and a practical and stylish sport steering wheel. Oh, you got a sport steering wheel, and a top quality push button radio. You even get a radio. So there we go. With that is that diamond fabric trim it's talking about. And like I say, nice to see head restraints and that passenger door mirror. It was probably worth it just to get them a little bit of extra safety features, to be honest. And there we go, there is the sport steering wheel you got, but obviously, you know, it's a pretty basic model, so no rev counter, so it wasn't really giving any sportiness away. And then at the bottom it says, add this to the standard Escort features and you'll see why we didn't expect the Escort Linnet to remain in our showroom for long. And then we get this main image. Yeah, it doesn't really disguise the basic Popular Plus, you know, black bumpers, black grille, round headlamps, etc. But you do get them head restraints that you can see there. You do get that extra door mirror and you get these quite attractive stripes. And then the back pages now, which I've just folded out. Obviously this is the front page, which we've seen already. We'll zoom in on the rear of the Escort, then we'll learn about the standard features and see what dealership stamp this is. And there we go, that is the rear of the Escort. Nothing really too surprising about this special edition really. Those side stripes kind of liven up very plain white bodywork, but you could get it in different colours as well. So the standard features are, it's a safe car with laminated windscreen, rear fog lamp, reversing lights, disc brakes and radial tyres. Excuse me. An economical car, the award-winning sonic idle carburetor and a viscous coupled fan. Just two of the new Ford ideas that makes the Escort economical to run. Servicing costs are low too, and the Escort's reliability record is outstanding, so unexpected garage bills are not a problem. A fun car, easy to park, light to handle, quick responsive braking and a gearbox that's in its class of its own. It's a comfortable car, suspension that eats up the bumps and soothes the roughest ride. And a spacious car. Passengers notice the interior space and the boot size is just as impressive. Remember, the Escort Linnet will not be in our showrooms for long, so if it sounds like the car you've been looking for, come and see it now. We'll be pleased to arrange a test drive. Dealership stamp for this particular one, Polar Motors Company in York. And down the bottom there, published by the Ford Motor Company. This particular brochure is 1979, and the little bit of number on there, FA339. So sadly no price on this one. Some of these special editions do include the price on there as well, because obviously they're not sold for very long, but this one doesn't for whatever reason. But you can imagine it wouldn't have been a very expensive car, having that it was based on that lowly Popular Plus. Or you could move up to the Gold Crest, which was based on the L, which we've featured already in the programme, and I will put a little bit of a link at the end. And they also had the Harrier, which was the sports one and probably the most sought after one of them all. Let me know what you think of this particular special edition. Would it have tempted you to drive it out of the showroom, or would you have picked one of the other special editions? But thank you so much for watching today. Many more brochure reviews coming in the near future, so hit the little bell and like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please do come again. We'll see you very soon, so take care, have a great weekend, and goodbye.